Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. I am leadership specialist, wealth mentor, online marketer, author of a few books, but most importantly, everyone, I am your friend. And so, listen, I welcome you here to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. So, we're prepared, we're gathering together. Of course, this is a show that goes on every night around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all of you podcast listeners out there. So, I know there are many of you from different continents, countries around the world. And so I thank you so very much for consistently tuning into the live version of this and or the version on demand via podcast. So again, thank you. What we're about to do right now is go live on Facebook. So please stand by. All right. Well, listen, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. I am leadership specialist, wealth mentor, author of a few books, just joined the Doctor Club. But most importantly, guys, I am your friend. And so, welcome here to the show, the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. And it is an honor, a privilege to be before each and every one of you here with the show. Now, keep in mind, this show goes live every single evening around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're in another country, of course, you may have to adjust the time so that you can be here with the stream live or just catch the replay of this. But I welcome you here. We're streaming here onto the Facebook platform. We're also live on several podcast platforms as well. Now, remember, the purpose of this show really is to, truly empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. So, for those of you who are tuning in tonight, listen, if that's something you want to do, continue to plug in. I'm telling you, and my prayer is that you're going to get immense value from the information that's going to be shared. Now, before we dive into the several ways that you can connect and really engage, every person that you know, right, that has a big dream, every person that you know who is operating in a job and they just really do not want to be on that job, I encourage you to definitely make sure they're plugged in tonight. So there's several ways that you can engage. Number one, love the stream for those of you who really want to grow as leaders. If you're seeking to grow as a leader, love the stream. Now, the other thing that you can do is share with me where you're from in the comment section below. Include your city, your state, your country, where you're watching this stream from. I love to meet new people. It's all about building relationships, and I enjoy doing that. Okay, I enjoy knowing where you are from and a little bit about your culture and a little bit about your background. So we can, of course, engage even more beyond the stream once this is over. But definitely, share with me where you're from below in the comment section. And also, if you're catching the replay of this, go ahead and hashtag replay below. Okay, hashtag replay below, and just lets me know who's tuning in live, what percentage is tuning in and catching this a little bit later. And then lastly, you can share this out with those you care about on your timelines, your groups, your fan pages, or even doing a watch party so that you'll be able to watch this together with others. And so as I've requested you all to share this out, I'm going to practice what I preach. I'm going to be an example, and I'm going to share this out as well with a couple of business colleagues. Hello to my wealth building family, Wealth Builders Worldwide, WBW. All right. And of course, we have, a little bit of a calling. AU. They know what that means. AU standing for gold. AU. And so I'm going to share this out to, again, a group via Messenger. So we're going to share this out to them really quick. bear with me a little bit, and you can continue to share this out as I'm doing it. Continue to share this out. Continue to let me know where you're watching from as this thing is pulling up. Hopefully it does, technology. Okay. But even if it doesn't, of course, I'll have an opportunity to share it later. But I want you to look at the title of the stream. If you don't catch anything else, look at the title of the stream. The title is above, okay? Take a look at it. Now, it might be slightly adjusted by the time some of you may catch the replay of this, but look at the stream title. Don't want to continue working a 9 to 5 until you pass on. Now, this is this type of stream that's not going to knock, not going to put down, not going to belittle those of you who have a job. There are many streams who do that. They say, you don't need a job, kick a job to the curb, a job is a scam. Now, there are so many things, of course, that I can share about the structure, the purpose for which, you may be continuing on a job. Okay, I can talk about that a bit. Now, if you are not following or haven't read books by Robert Kiyosaki, you really need to. Many of you probably read the popular book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but Robert Kiyosaki also published a book entitled, Cash Flow Quadrants, which, he creates this concept where there are 4 specific areas or ways by which people generate revenue or income, right? He talks about being an employee, being self-employed, being a business owner, and being an investor. Those 4 areas, which also lets us know how individuals bring in or generate cash so they'll be able to provide for their families and do other things. Now, what I want to share with you tonight is just to give you, some more information, some educational nuggets about the differences between linear income and passive residual income. If you want to take some notes, you can get a notepad and take some notes. It's really up to you. But linear income versus passive residual income. Let's talk about that for a sec, okay? Because linear income is income such as wages, tips, salary. You're a salary. It could be an annual salary you receive, on the job, whether it's corporate, whether it's, direct service work that you may do in the community. Wages, hourly wages, minimum wage, $12 an hour, whatever it may be. Hourly wages received when exchanging time used, for completing tasks. Okay, whatever the task is required at that place of employment. And of course, if you're self-employed and that's all you do. So if you are an attorney or if you are a doctor and that's all you do, you don't do anything else but, completing some type of surgery, in a hospital. Or if you are employed and you have to go into a specific place and you have to be there for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 6 hours, or if you're still doing that while you're home, because many of you may be able to do your job while you're in your home. That's supposed to be a place of rest. Okay. And so that's linear income. You're exchanging hours for dollars. Okay. Dollars. And so you have very little to no control over your time. Okay, very little control over your time, very little control over, being able to do the things you like to do, except on that mini experience of freedom if you get days off, whether it's Saturday, Sunday, whatever those days may be. And then you have passive income. Passive. And of course, for those individuals who are in business, entrepreneurs, you may hear it termed residual income. So that passive residual income, everybody, especially for business owners, is income earned from an enterprise, some type of, activity completed that has little or no ongoing effort involved. There's little to no ongoing. So you engage in a task and you may engage in it for a certain period of time. And guess what? Because you've done that, you continue to reap. You continue to receive somewhat of a harvest, whether it's a small harvest or a large harvest, but it's coming in. So even examples of residual income, it could include royalties for those who are musicians. It could be rental real estate income. It could be interest and dividend income. It could be income from ongoing sales of consumer goods, right? Whether it's music, digital art, online courses, books, and many other things. And then for those of you who are affiliate marketers, if you are network marketers, you may have products or services that you offer because you are marketing a product already created. All right? Or you might obtain some type of asset Now, the asset could be cryptocurrency. The asset it could be a commodity, like a precious metal, so that when you hold it, right, you have, of course, appreciation of gains. You got capital gains, meaning that as you hold it, it appreciates or rises in value. So you have that going on as well. So you have this level of income that's available for you. And this is the difference. Linear requires your time. It requires you to be present. When you're on a job, when you're self-employed, it requires you to be present. So you have to be there. All right. It's a huge demand on your energy, huge demand on your time. But then you have, of course, passive residual. So that when you are engaging in a task, you can after a while be sleeping, vacationing, spending time with your family and friends, and the income is still coming in. So the question at hand, if you look above, right, will you be working until you pass on? In other words, it really is based upon whether you're bringing in linear income alone, passive income alone, or of course you have that combination of the two. What you really want to do, what I suggest, to give a suggestion based on where I am, is for you to start moving completely into that passive residual income strategy. So you don't have to continue to exchange hours for dollars. Now, ask yourself where you are right now, okay? And also the strategy that you're utilizing right now, okay? The mode that you're utilizing. If you're on the job, do you have, of course, a vehicle, a strategy, a plan that's viable, that's bringing you closer? Have you assessed the plan you've implemented throughout 2020, despite all the shifts economically? Considering the shifts economically, have you considered a better way, a better plan? Okay. Now, if you're watching this and you're saying, man, I don't have a better way. I'm not bringing in income while I sleep. I'm continuing to have to exchange hours for dollars. And if that's you, there is a better way. There are other plans. There are many other plans, but I have a plan that I would love to suggest to you. And that is being able to put yourself in position because, of course, money, as we know it, income for the most part, is digital. And it will be primarily digital. You'll see this as we transition into 2021. And there is a system that's truly based upon decentralized banking. What does that mean? It removes that middleman, the traditional banking system, where, of course, there could be some issues with identity theft and, delays with getting your funds and all types of things. But you can eliminate all that by being involved in a decentralized banking type of system. And that type of system is available to you. And so for those of you watching, if you want more information about this better way, so you don't have to continue exchanging hours for dollars, and you can start bringing in passive residual income, go ahead and reply below in the comment section with the word better way. Those two words, better way. Okay, better way. Reply better way below and more information will be shared with you. This is a better way that's being implemented by myself, my husband, and thousands of other individuals around the world. Thousands. Okay, and so feel free again, reply better way and more information will be coming your way as well. And so listen, I appreciate you guys. I thank you so very much. And I'm hoping and praying that you get immense value from the stream tonight. My prayer is that you did, that you received value. Okay, so make sure you come back by tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, here with the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. I have been, of course, your facilitator, your teacher tonight. And so remember, until the next time that you and we come together again. Until we come together again, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone, and God bless.